Want awesome tabletop games delivered right to your door? Sign up now for Gamebox Monthly. Learn more at GameboxMonthly.com.
When it comes to this mythology, Paul's a connoisseur. Sarah has an interest, but it's all Greek to her. From Cronus's kids' weird childhood to what's going down in Hades' hood. These fables are bizarre but good. It's misunderstood.
Hey, welcome back to another exciting episode of Myth Understood. Sarah, how do you feel about things that rhyme?
I like it all the time. I am still car sick.
Yeah, you know, Sarah and I play this game sometimes called Hink Pink, Hinky Pinky, or Hinkety Pinkety, in which one person describes two words that rhyme.
That the solution is that they rhyme.
Yeah, the solution is that they rhyme. So I might say, Sarah, this is a Hinky Pinky.
Okay, that means 2 syllables each.
2 syllables each. It is an affectionate appliance that cooks things.
Oh, oven. A lovin' oven.
A lovin' oven.
Yeah.
Yep. So, you might be wondering to yourself, why are they talking about that? Well, it's because today on this episode, we are talking about a god of dreams and a melodic young man. And if you're a Greek mythology buff, you might say, oh, I know that hinkety pinkety. But Sarah's looking at me like,
well, I just know your wrist, your elbow's jutting out. You have your hand firmly planted on your.
I'm leaning like I'm a little teapot right now.
Yeah, you are.
The hinkety pinkety of this is, take a guess. Just throw words, Greek sounding words.
Birth, Newfoundland, Gloofalough.
You sound like a record being played backwards. The answer is actually Orpheus and Morpheus.
Oh no, I wouldn't have guessed that.
No, you wouldn't. So we're going to start with Orpheus and Eurydice. And have you heard me mention Orpheus and Eurydice before?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why have I mentioned it?
It's a love story.
It's a love story, yeah. We Sarah and I did a 2-person sketch show before called The Best Friend Show, and we put it up at Second City, and we did this scene.
Just a little plug if you guys want to come see a show we did 2 years ago.
Yeah. We did a scene where I proceeded to slap Sarah in the face several times, and she slapped me in the face. But boy, did I slap Sarah in the face one night.
Oh, one time my jaw got, a little funky.
Yeah.
But I wrote the sketch, so it's fine. I told him to slap me.
But I followed through with a vigor. And we are arguing the scene about things that literary nerds would argue about. Mm-hmm. And one of those things is who is the most classic, what's the most classic love story of all time? And so as Sarah's bashing my face into the ground, I mention Rhett and Scarlet from Gone with the Wind, and I mention Orpheus and Eurydice.
Mm-hmm. I remember this. Mm-hmm. And then I Hurricane Raina down. This is before.
No, yeah, I just gave you a backbreaker at the end of that scene.
No, we did didn't we Hurricane Rain in that? Or we didn't feel comfortable on that?
No, we didn't feel comfortable on the stage. We didn't have a mat. So Orpheus and Eurydice. Orpheus was the son of Apollo and Calliope, the muse of epic poetry.
We did Hurricane Raina.
In that scene?
Yeah.
I don't believe we did, no. We're talking about Greek mythology now, though, Sarah. Get it together. Orpheus gave his son, Apollo gave his son Orpheus a lyre and taught him how to play.
Who'd Apollo have Orpheus with?
Calliope, the muse of epic poetry.
Okay.
And you know what a calliope is today? It's that musical instrument that classically makes circus noises.
Oh.
It's a doo 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 doo. Is like a calliope.
That sounds like something he'd have sex with.
Yeah.
Because he's insane.
So Orpheus played with such perfection that even Apollo was surprised by his abilities. And it's said that no one and nothing could resist his music and his melody. neither enemies nor beasts, even trees and rocks.
Wait, like they're horny for it?
They just would come over to come listen to it.
Okay.
They loved it. Like rocks would like roll towards him to like listen to him play.
I wouldn't like that.
Like trees would like sort of like scoot up towards him.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's very eerie.
It's very surreal. It's like
I wouldn't like it.
It's like a Dali painting. So Orpheus fell in love with Eurydice, who was a nymph and a woman of unique beauty and grace. She sort of was, I mean, every time I've seen art of her and the way she's described, I sort of think about this as like one of the first ever like goth love stories. Like she's sort of described as like aloof and shy, but like mysterious, and like he's like in love with his music. And
she's
like,
very Winona Ryder of the 80s.
Yeah. But they fall in love. They live like Jack and Sally. And they decide to get married, and so they summoned Hymen. God of marriage.
No.
God of marriage, Hymen. I knew you would enjoy that.
Wait, why do women have hymens if he's the god of marriage? Because that is broken when you get married. I mean, it's broken long before for most of us.
Well, so Hymen, the etymology of it is the joiner, or one who sews. So he unites people together. And so this sort of evolved into French hymen from medical Latin, which became to be known as membrane, or something that is sewn together.
Mm-hmm.
Something like, hey, someone sewed together this child's vagina.
Do you think we can see on some website later how many listeners drop off as we talk about the origins of the word hymen?
Yeah, I think we can. I think there's like, actually we can see, boop, 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 like it's like happening right now. Like, ooh, our numbers are really dropping. So anyway, Hymen showed up, and he predicted that the perfection of their marriage was not to last.
Oh, man.
So they're happily married, and the reason it was not to last was because there was a shepherd named Aristeus. And Aristeus was in love with Eurydice also.
He sounds like it.
Yeah. And one day he sees Eurydice, and he's like, excuse me.
Oh God, you're spraying all over me.
Yeah. Oh man, I get real sweaty
Oh.
and nervous.
Oh.
I know you're married to that.
Yeah.
I know you're married to that guy.
Yeah, my husband.
Orpheus. Yeah. He plays real pretty music.
Yes.
Yeah, but I just think we should be together.
Nope.
So
no.
Well, if you were gonna flee, I'm gonna give chase, because
What?
that's just what I do. I
I'm
chase.
I'm backing up slowly.
Okay,
because
well, I'm walking faster now. I'm picking up a pace. We're gonna start.
Well, look, your sheep or
No, I don't care about them right now. I love you. So he chases Eurydice through the woods, and she runs into Orpheus, and he's like, "Here, come with me." And he grabs her hand, and they're like running through the woods together. And as they're running from him, she steps into a nest of vipers. And when she steps into the nest of vipers, of course, one of the vipers is like, "Ow, my back," and comes up and bites her on the ankle. And
she dies?
And yeah, she's poisoned. And Aristeus shows up and is like, well, she gonna be dead soon, so I'm no longer interested. I'll just be on my way. La, la, la. And so he leaves, and Orpheus is left there with his dying wife, and she's like, "Please play for me one last time." And so she's
like, "I could go get medical attention. Are you sure?"
I could suck out the venom, but
No, play that flute.
Okay, so he his little harp, his lyre, and so he plays her a song, and she passes. And after she passes away, Orpheus sang a song on his lyre that managed to move every living thing and, inanimate object in the world to tears. So suddenly the entire world is crying for the loss of Eurydice. And the gods are so deeply touched by his sorrow and grief that Apollo comes back down from the heavens and sees his crying son. He's like, "Son, it is I, Apollo."
Oh, Dad, my psycho dad. Hey, Dad, I'm really sad. But
I know.
Don't do anything crazy.
Everything is crying. Literally every blade of grass that I'm stepping upon right now was.
You're not crying, you sociopath.
I'm devoid of emotion.
I know.
I have no emotion. But you know who's not devoid of emotion is Hades. Like, he's down in the underworld and he's very able to be moved. Like, he's an old softie.
Do you think I can go get my girl?
I think you might be able to get your girl back. So this is what I'm going to do is I'm going to like, la, 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 la. That was me putting protection spell upon you so that you won't be killed by anything because I didn't bless you.
Are you a witch?
Sometimes, we're gods.
No,
we do what we
does
want.
That mean you're a witch?
Yeah, but
All right.
So Orpheus goes down to the underworld and he walks where no man dared dwell. And as he's reaching
the tampon aisle.
the tampon aisle, and as he reaches the gates of the underworld, he runs into Cerberus, the three-headed dog.
Cutie pie.
Three-headed cutie pie dog. And he plays his lyre for the dog.
They fall asleep.
And the dog is moved to tears also and like lays down and is like, "I'm a sad dog."
Oh, and is he whimpering?
Yeah, he's whimpering. He was like all three of his heads whimpering in harmony.
That's really cute.
And so then he
stop telling the story there.
So then he makes his way to the throne room, and Persephone is there with Hades, and they're looking stone-faced and stoic, like, "Oh, you can't impress us. You can't make us cry."
We've seen it all.
And so then Orpheus plays his song. And I
need you to make up the song for me.
Well, I have the lyrics to the song according to Edith Hamilton.
Okay.
Would you like me to sing the song with a made-up melody?
If you're going to keep bringing it up, I need to hear it.
Or would you rather sing the song with a made-up melody?
Do you want me to read it?
No, I want you to sing it.
Oh, well, I have to see it.
Well, so we're having an argument about nothing right now. Either I read it and / sing it with a made-up melody, or you read it / sing it with a made-up melody.
What would you prefer? How about I treat the audience with a little song?
Yeah. Okay. Treat the audience with a little song. Those are his lyrics to his song.
Okay.
I warn you, they don't rhyme.
Orpheus. Okay. Oh God, who rule the dark and silent world, to all born of a woman needs must come. What? All lovely things at last go down to you. You are the debtor who is always paid. A little while we tarry upon earth, then we are yours forever and ever.
Wait, Persephone, is this the best?
But I seek one who came to you too soon.
Persephone, I thought this was like the greatest musician.
The bud was plucked before the flower bloomed. I tried to bear my loss. Oh, this is a bridge. I could not bear it. Love was too strong a god, O king. You know, if that tale men tell is true, how once the flower saw the rape of Proserpine.
Oh, he just brought that up. Wait, he just brought up my rape in front of me.
Then weave again for sweet Eurydice.
Nereids?
Eurydice?
Oh, Eurydice.
Eurydice, life's pattern that was taken from the loom too quick. See, I ask a little thing, only that we will not give her to me. She shall be yours when her year span is full.
Wow. Wow. Okay. I was moved. I mean, if this was an episode of The Voice, a show that'll be on in the future, we would have like clicked the thing and turned around in our spinny chair.
If they click a thing?
It's good if they click a thing.
You don't go down a trapdoor.
No, you don't go down a trapdoor. Wait, what's a trapdoor? So his song melted Hades' cold heart.
Face.
he he drew iron tears down Pluto's cheek and made Hell grant what love did seek. That's another Edith Hamilton.
Oh, was I supposed to sing that?
No, that's just...
Yeah, I'm going to melt your face off.
Nope. So Hades told Orpheus that he could take Eurydice with him under one condition.
Oh, shit. You know what?
What?
That was supposed to be a rap.
It was a rap. That was the test, and you failed. Eurydice could leave, and she would follow him while walking out into the light.
It's pronounced Eurydice. Eurydice.
But he could not look at her before coming out into the light, because if he did, he would lose her forever and ever.
Mm-hmm.
It was like their weird rule. It's just like it's written in a book somewhere. You have to follow it.
Yeah.
So if Orpheus was patient enough, he would have Eurydice as a normal woman again by his side.
He's not gonna be.
Yeah, because everything is a
Terrible.
taste. Yeah. So what did I just say?
Taste.
I said you interrupted me, and then I filled in.
Everything is a taste.
Everything is a taste.
It's a little sample platter of pain, which is true.
Everything is a test of faith, is what I meant. And then I was just I'm just gonna go with taste.
I love it when you marry two words together. It's my favorite thing you do.
So Orpheus was thrilled. He thanked the gods and left to ascend the world. Orpheus thought it was a simple task because he considered himself to be a patient man. As he was walking, and Hermes was leading him out of the underworld, he thought he could hear Eurydice's steps. But
you can't talk to her either? Like,
no.
Yo, girl, you back there?
Mm-mm. He's not allowed to say anything. And he couldn't hear anything, and he started believing, maybe the gods have fooled me. And he's like trying to listen. But the thing is, he would never be able to hear Eurydice's footsteps because the dead make no sound when they walk.
Mm-hmm.
They're just shadows of the people that they were, and they don't regain their life form until they return into the light.
I felt like that lately.
I felt that when I looked at you recently. You're a shadow of your former self. So only a few feet away from the exit, Orpheus loses his face.
Stop. This is so good. His taste. He lost his taste.
Orpheus loses his faith and turned to see Eurydice was behind him after all, and her shadow was whisked away back among the dead. And exactly. Bye, see you later. Except not at all. So Eurydice was gone forever. Orpheus tried to return to the underworld, but man cannot enter the realm of Hades twice while alive. Another thing written in some bureaucratic book somewhere. According to various versions of the myth, Orpheus started playing a morning song again with his lyre, but his song was so sad this time that instead of the beasts and the rocks and the trees being happy that he was like, oh, we're so sad with you, this time they were like annoyed. They're like, this is too much. It's too sad. And so either lions came and tore him apart,
Jesus Christ, Paul,
or the Maenads, which were like Dionysus's women, like crazy drunk women who followed him, came and tore him apart.
Turn that shit off.
Keep it down up there.
We're trying to party.
In any case, Orpheus died. His body parts were thrown into the ocean. And his mother, Calliope, found his head. What'd she do with that head, Sarah? Tell me what she did with that head.
Did she eat it?
No.
You know that's often what they do.
I don't think I've ever told a story where a woman was like, my son's head, I will eat it.
And Zeus ate all his children.
Okay. Well, there was Cronus, but he did swallow.
He swallowed Athena.
He swallowed his wife who was pregnant with Athena, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But she was a fly at the time. It's what you do. So Calliope decides to keep his head, bring it to the Muses, and reanimates it so that his severed head will sing to anyone who comes by.
Oh,
it becomes a conversation
the thing
piece
on the Haunted Mansion. Yeah,
yeah,
it's cute.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So we're about to tell.
Well, I gotta say, Paul, I think we really missed an opportunity with that first tale to save that for Valentine's Day.
Oh, if you think that that's the worst romantic tale, please know that there are more. Know in your heart. The next story I'm going to tell is speaking of sad love stories. This next story is the story of Ceyx and Alcyone, the San Francisco treat.
What? Wait, what?
This is the story of Ceyx and Alcyone, and I just threw in the San Francisco treat.
Oh, okay.
So the lovely Alcyone was the daughter of Aeolus, who was keeper of the wind gods.
Huh? What are you keeping wind gods?
He was the one who would unleash wind gods when it was like, it's time for a storm. Here come wind gods.
Another stupid job.
Yeah. The king of and he was also the king of the island Aeolia. Not to be confused with Areola.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One day, she fell in love with and was wed to Ceyx, who was king of Trachis in central Greece. And Ceyx ruled his kingdom with justice and peace. And Alcyone and Ceyx were so in love, and they were admired by the gods and mortals alike for their great physical beauty, as well as the profound love that they had for each other. So
you guys are pretty and you like fucking each other.
Yeah, we love you. So, as you can imagine, something's going to go terribly wrong because everything's great. They were so happy in their marriage, they would call each other with pet names. Alcyone, I love you.
Oh, wait, that's not a pet name.
Sorry, you're my little doe.
You think I'm doughy?
No, come on, play. Give me a pet name back.
Okay, you're my little tub of lard.
You're my you're my little pumpernickel.
Oh, you're my little mistake.
So they were very, very in love with each other.
Well, that's how my parents talk. So okay. I don't know about yours.
And they would playfully call each other Zeus and Hera.
Ooh, guys don't like that shit.
Yes, because they were the beloved rulers of their town, and everyone adored them. And we're like, Hera, I love you.
Okay, Schnuggerpuss.
No, call me
Zeusy boy.
Yeah, call me Zeus. I love it.
Schnuggerpuss, Zeusy boy.
So this infuriated the chief of the gods, who regarded it as an audacity.
Who's the chief of the gods?
Zeus.
Oh, okay.
And Zeus waited for his proper time to punish the arrogant couple who dared make themselves comparable to the gods.
Oh, Jesus.
So Ceyx was still in mourning after his brother's death and was deeply troubled after some ominous signs that he observed. So he decided to consult the oracle of Apollo in Ionia. Alcyone, however, tried to dissuade her husband from his decision to travel through the dangerous seas to consult with an oracle. And she
send an email.
Just send an do it. She reminded him of the danger from the fury of the winds, and her father, who was keeper of the winds, she was like, you know what, he's gonna make the sea crazy. He's gonna be ordered to do something.
Why would your dad be a dick to me?
Because he works for the biggest dick in the sky.
I don't know. He's a keeper. He could keep the winds in.
Yeah, he
got one job. Just keep it.
Well, he might loose the winds.
Mm-hmm.
So, she wanted to go with him to travel, and he was like, "No, I don't want to put you in unnecessary danger. I get what you're saying, but like, I'd rather you be fine."
No, like, it's logical. My dad probably won't try to kill me. Yeah,
but you stay here and be safe in my castle, my beloved Hera. Oops, I keep saying that. So Alcyone watched with a bad feeling as the ship carrying her husband was getting away from the harbor. So Zeus was like, "Aha, this is my moment. This is my moment. I'm gonna punish that asshole." He sang it. And he said, "This is the opportunity. Time is a knockin'. Time, that's not a phrase, but
time is a knockin'.
Time is a knockin'." He launched a thunderbolt and raised a furious hurricane, engulfing the ship, which began to sink.
Mm-hmm.
And when Ceyx realized that his end had come for him, before he got drowned, That's a weird way to phrase that. Before he was drowned,
He got drowned.
he prayed to the gods to allow his body to be washed ashore so as to enable his beautiful beloved Alcyone to perform the funeral rites.
I hope my wife finds me dead. That's my last wish.
My dying wish, find me dead.
Don't want her to remember me as I was. I want her to see me super bloated by the water.
So, as Ceyx gasped his last breath, his father, Phosphorus, the morning star,
Ooh.
watched.
Doesn't seem like a star can do much.
Yeah, he watched helplessly
Oh, great.
as Zeus shrouded his face with storm clouds. So that was a fun night for him. So the lovely Alcyone waits for her husband for a long time, praying continually to the gods, especially Hera, queen of the gods, for the safe return of Ceyx. And this is where Hera's guilt kicks in. She's like, oh God, should I do something?
I have all these spare cows.
So she decides to send her messenger Iris, goddess of the rainbow, to look for Hypnos, the elusive god of sleep. And when Iris finds Hypnos, where are you?
Oh, it's just napping.
It's me, Iris, goddess of the rainbow. I literally just like ride a rainbow and find people for the gods. At least I do more than Hebi, the cupbearer, though, right?
God, that lazy bitch.
Yeah. So Hypnos, Hera's feeling really sad because she and Zeus were so angry about like something really frivolous.
I tell you what, they could use some naps, those cranky bastards, huh?
That sounds like a perfect idea. So Hypnos in turn turns to his entrusted son, Morpheus, who is god of dreams and former of apparitions. And of course, everyone, when they hear Morpheus now, they think of one thing.
Oh, the Matrix.
Yes. Who was, of course, named after God of Dreams, and that choice that Neo had to make of, like, do you want to keep living in the dream or do you want to enter the coldness of reality?
What's the third movie about? Let's get into it.
The third Matrix movie?
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Oh, man. It's about missed opportunities. But Morpheus was the son of Hypnos and Pasithea.
Uh-huh.
And I know you're familiar with the word with the goddess Pasithea, which is a
Say
difficult Pasithea. She is one of the charities, and she is the personification of relaxation, meditation, hallucinations, and altered states of consciousness.
Wait, why would I be familiar with her? It sounds like I should be.
Because I wrote a short film called Pasithea.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that I'm in. Okay.
And
so why would I be familiar? I was hallucinating.
Yeah, the whole time.
The whole time.
So it didn't happen. That's why you've never seen it. Classical depictions of Morpheus say that Morpheus wears a half black and half white coat. He's
tacky.
He has two boxes, and one is made of horn and one is made of ivory.
He's weird.
And they're full of dreams. And
he's creepy.
And they're of the same colors to signify good and bad dreams. And Morpheus also sends dreams through two gates, one of ivory, one of horn. And he also, his palace, he sleeps on a bed of poppies, which is why that Morpheus is also the root word for morphine. So the other thing that's interesting. Oh, actually, I have a passage about him. This is from Homer's The Odyssey. And says, dreams are surely difficult, confusing, and not everything in them is brought to pass for mankind. For fleeting dreams have two gates. One is fashioned of horn, and one of ivory. Those which pass through the one sawn of ivory are deceptive, bringing tidings which come to naught. But those which issue from polished horn bring true results, which mortal sees them. So your bad dreams are falsehoods. Your good dreams are all coming true.
Oh, wow. That works for me.
Yeah. So the problem that happened was that Morpheus was sent to deal with Alcyone, but he has two siblings. He has a lot of siblings, but the two most famous are Phantasos, who was believed to bring surreal and strange dreams.
Who's the sex dreams god?
I feel like that's still Morpheus.
He does seem like he's pretty kinky weird. He's like, oh, yeah, put this in your head tonight. These are my special
boxes. Yeah. But there was also Phobetor, and Phobetor was the bringer of nightmares, and he would appear as animals and monsters in dreams. And so before Morpheus could reach Alcyone, Phobetor reached her first and filled her with dark visions of Ceyx's murder, and it nearly drove her mad. But Pasithea took pity on her and silenced her son and allowed Morpheus to reach her instead, because Pasithea's like, pacify this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So Morpheus creates a lifelike specter of Ceyx, who is revealed to Alcyone in the tragic circumstances concerning the shipwreck and the death of her husband. But she's still so like driven mad by Phobetor that hearing this truth after the lies causes her to like tear her clothes off and like beat her breasts and run off into the ocean and kill herself.
In real life?
In real life, not in a dream.
Not in a dream.
Yeah. So that's what happens there. And
I really feel like you should have saved all these love stories for Valentine's.
Right?
These dark, horrible.
And so after that happens, Hera's like, ooh, this didn't work out that well for us. So she decides to take their bodies and turn them into halcyon birds, because you know how they love
Fucking
turning people
birds.
into birds.
Yeah.
Halcyon are also known as kingfisher today. So, and the myth still lives on through a phrase, which is not, I've never heard this before, but apparently there's a phrase called halcyon days, which basically just means a period of peace and calm. Because even though that's like you're like, where's the peace and calm in that story?
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be about like so much hardship befell them, but then they were still able to be together as birds, and be love together, be the essence of love. Obviously, I've been doing a lot of word combos together. So anyway, that's the story of Alcyone and Ceyx.
Well, these were terrible, sad, awful stories. Thank you for telling me them.
Well, the holidays are coming up, and for those listening with seasonal, depressive anxiety and all that stuff.
SDA.
What is the actual acronym?
Seasonal
affective disorder.
Yes.
Yeah, sad. This will
ruin you.
Yeah. Or maybe you'll be like, well, at least I didn't get turned into a bird, but
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's always hoping. So what'd you learn? Did you grow?
I grew.
Uh-huh.
I learned that love is pointless and painful, and to start calling you Zeus because the gods like it.
They love it.
Okay, everybody. This is a safe space for inanimate objects affected by Orpheus's music.
Yeah.
So you can share your feelings. I know you're a rock and feelings are new.
Yeah, my name is Claude. I'm more of like a clod of dirt than I am a rock. But
okay.
I every time I hear Orpheus's music, I'm like, wow, I need to get closer to that. And then I realize, no, this is toxic for me because I just roll over closer to him, and then I'm like, and then I get sad, and then I get teary, and then I start to like literally break down because like water and dirt it doesn't work for me.
And how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel pretty great to like talk about it aloud in front of all of these. There's a lot of really pretty trees here.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry, did you want to say something? I don't want to be a hog.
As a tree, I hear a lot of music all the time because like birds and shit. But yeah, Orpheus is a real downer, and like I already have my seasonal depression,
anxiety.
SDA,
yeah.
in the fall and winter. And so like when Orpheus comes around playing like that super sad shit, I can't even. My leaves fall early.
Hey, I'm a lion, and I was thinking I was gonna tear him into a bunch of pieces next time he sings a sad song.
Oh my god, that's a great idea.
Yeah. Anyone else into that? How about you, drunk Dionysus ladies? Perfect.
So stupid.
That was the first time we done. I don't think that was just a scene. I don't think that was a commercial. Call today. Now it's a commercial.
Yeah, now it's a commercial.
Thanks for watching another.
Thank you for watching.
If you're watching at home,
if you're watching at home, you are having hallucinations. Now I'm you.
Hey guys, thanks for listening to another episode of Myth Understood. As always, you can follow us on Myth at.
As always, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at _Myth Understood, and follow all the awesome fucking shows on Dragon Wagon.
I think we said it all. I think
Did
we said
say
there's
it?
all to say. All right,
Okay.
goodbye. Night.
Night night.
Okay, so I've decided to stop talking to Sarah at this moment. Instead, I'm going to talk to Jake Lloyd. Hey, how's it going?
It's going great, bud. How are you?
Well, I am doing fantastic. I admire your mustache today.
Oh, thanks. I admire your beard every day.
Oh, well.
This is, of course, to advertise my podcast, Guys Who Like Facial Hair.
Actually, no. Tell me about your real podcast, Elaborate.
I don't really need to tell you about it because you've been on it a bunch of times.
Well, tell Sarah about it.
Elaborate is a conversational podcast in which we sit down and we sort of try to figure out how to life. It's very freeform, very casual. It's often insightful, sometimes accidentally humorous. And I feel much like my life is at sometimes a Greek tragedy.
You killed your father and married your mother?
No, that's weird. Is there a Greek god like whose dad just flat up left him and he has massive daddy issues?
I mean, Disney's Hercules.
Okay, so it's sort of like Disney's Hercules if you think about it. That's sort of my podcast.
Okay, great. Well, where can I listen to this?
People can check out Elaborate at elaboratepod.com, as well as Stitcher and iTunes, and wherever podcasts are found.
All right. Well, sounds great.
Yeah, and if you like Paul Bianchi's voice, you will like Elaborate because Paul's a frequent guest and he's my favorite guest. But don't tell all the other guests.
I'll keep it between just the two of us and everyone listening right now.
Perfect. I love you, bud.
I love you too.
It's Dragon Wagon.